So in this video, I'm going to explain how to get any marketing channel to work for your home service business. If you've tried advertising in the past and it didn't work, this video is going to show you why. This video is going to explain why that happened, because the truth is you literally only need to do 3 things right in order for any marketing to work. Now, if you don't get these 3 things down, it's going to mean a ton of wasted money, a mountain of frustration, and really a wasted life. You're not going to have the business that you could have had just because you couldn't sit through a 7-minute video. So don't waste your life. Watch the video and let's fix your marketing. So the first thing is the right offer. Your advertising needs to answer the question, what's in it for me? And everybody loves a great offer. If you follow Hormozi, you know that his first book was all about offers. It's really that important. So let's take a look at my screen and we're going to do some Google searches and I'm going to show you a bunch of offers. If you look over here, I Googled drain cleaning near me and you can see right on this ad section, $86 drain cleaning special, $95 drain cleaning special. If you look for AC repair near me, you'll see something like $0 service call, $0 service calls in Denver. And even for electrical company near Dallas, this doesn't have an offer right here, but you'll see get 10% off today. So these guys could be doing a little bit better. And if you don't know how to get your own offers, you can use ChatGPT. Here's a prompt, super simple, to help you find offers in your local area. So up at the top over here, you can see I wrote, find me offers for an HVAC business in the DFW area. So what Chat does is it analyzes all of your competition. It looks at them on their ads, looks on them for social media, looks at their website, and it compiles a list. This literally would have taken hours to do, but we're just using AI. And you can see you have Tempo Air. They've got a $79 back to school cool down check. School's out, savings are in, whole home duct cleaning when you purchase an AC system, a bunch of coupons for a second opinion. For Green Tech, they've got $29 AC tune-up. The list goes on and on and on. And what Chat also does is it sets up this really cool table so you can see, just makes it easier for you to look at. All great marketing starts with having the right offer. But if you don't get the second part right, it doesn't matter how great your offer is. So number 2 is the right audience. You need to get your offer in front of the right people. So if you're a home service business and you have like the most amazing $100 million offer, but it's in front of a bunch of college kids who don't own a house, it's not going to help your business. I was watching a podcast the other day and the guest said pretty accurately that people who live in any neighborhood tend to act like other people who live in that neighborhood. You've got more or less the same income, you've got similar values, and interestingly, in home services, your house was built around the same time, probably by the same builder with the same materials. So the point is, if you're already getting customers in a specific neighborhood, try to get more customers in that neighborhood. That's what audience targeting is about. You want to identify who is the most likely to respond to your offers. And the answer is it's probably people living close to people who have already responded. So the next thing is that you just make sure you're getting in front of them. So now you've got the first 2 steps, but if you don't get this third one, and this third one is a little bit sneaky, then you might wind up turning off a campaign early and actually stop marketing when it could have made you a ton of money. So here we go. Number 3 is the right frequency. Just because you've got the right message and the right audience, it doesn't mean that you're going to get overloaded with calls. The final piece of the puzzle is frequency. There are studies that prove that somebody needs to see your marketing message 7 to 11 times in order for that message to stick. So your goal with your audience is to hit them up as many times as possible with the right offer in a given month. Now, this is going to help you for 2 main reasons. Number 1, you're going to get lucky. You're just going to catch some people at the right time when they happen to have an issue. They're going to think that there's some sign that they should be using you. But number 2, you're building up your brand so that everyone else who you're marketing to, they're much more likely to remember you when they eventually have an issue. So if you really think about it, there's this one big idea behind this idea of frequency. There's like one really big takeaway, and that is you don't really care about the marketing channel, but what you do care about is getting as many hits as cheaply as possible. If you need to get 7 to 11 hits, well, what are the different ways you can do that? You can use pay-per-click, you can use meta ads, direct mail, billboards. And which one you use, it doesn't really matter as long as it's the right audience. And so if you don't care about how people are seeing you, where you get the hits, now let's figure out how to get hits cheaper or even for free. So if you want some ideas about how to do some free marketing, you can use ChatGPT, but there's a ton of free ways. I mean, social media, I'll just put that out there, is going to be a really good one. But I'll make another video about how you can attack this. But this is really where you can get creative. This is where you really sit down, get resourceful, flex that entrepreneurial muscle, and really figure out what advantage do you have that you can exploit in order to get in front of people. You don't need to figure it out all on your own. I've already given you some ideas, but there are tons of ways to do this. And you can just find them online. You can find them on podcasts. You can find them here on YouTube. So that pretty much wraps it up. These are the 3 main things that you need locked down in order to make sure any of your marketing works. Having the right offer, putting it in front of the right people, the right audience, at the right frequency. If you do this long enough, I can guarantee you're going to get your phone to ring a lot more. Now, if you want to learn a bit more about how the biggest companies in your space market to their customers, check out this other video that I put together. See you next time.